So last week I said I could prove biblical creation, and I said I would put it in the next Bible study video, the method how. I said it wasn't an evidence and it was an argument, but I'm not going to try to cram all that into the Bible study. I'm not going to shift gears from Bible study into presuppositional apologetics class already. I think it would be distracting, and it's not what I was feeling led to do. I was feeling led to do a Bible study. But I said that I would tell you guys how, so I will do that. I'm going to focus on one part of the method. I think I've been listening to guys do this for as long as I've been saved, so 8 years, and there's a lot there. A guy called Dr. Jason Lisle, Jason Lisle, works for the Institute for Creation Research. He teaches kids, like college kids, this method, and you can use it in about a week. The guy I saw first was Sye Ten Bruggencate. I saw him at colleges cutting up college kids and philosophy students and stuff like that, and some adults too. He was a little aggressive, and be warned, he's Canadian. And I think both of them learned it from a guy named Greg Bahnsen. If you have 2 hours, you can watch the Bahnsen-Stein debate on YouTube. It's available and, worth a look and listen. So the argument is that biblical presuppositions are the only presuppositions that make knowledge possible. So if the biblical worldview is true and the Bible is true, then biblical creation is true. You can lead people to understand this by example or by conversation. I can focus on the laws of logic now because I want to make this short and sweet. The laws of logic are how, like, they're the standards for correct reasoning. And in a chance universe, there's no accounting for why there would be laws or why the universe follows them. And a chance universe speaks directly against laws of logic, but we use laws of logic every day. Even if we can't name them all, we use them all. If somebody believes in only naturalism, a lot of people are naturalists. They're like, nature is the only thing that there is. We worship nature, what have you. If they ask you to prove to you logically how biblical creation or how the Bible can be trusted, there's no reason that you should be able to prove anything to them logically, because laws of logic are abstract. You can't see them, you can't, touch them. So they work everywhere. The reason they work everywhere is because God is everywhere. Laws of logic work on Mars because God is omnipresent. They're not going to change because our God doesn't change. They're not affected by time. The astute viewer might see that it has gotten a little noisy in here, but my phone just said it was too hot. So I don't know if that's a sign that I should just stop recording and try this later, or if I should keep going. So I got the AC pointed at my phone, and that's probably good for me too. One of the easiest ways to discuss this is morality. We all have a sense of right and wrong hardwired into us, and it's put there by God. Anybody who is a moral relativist might not call themselves a moral relativist, but if they act like one, you got to learn how to spot it. So they're the "it's true for you but not true for me" people. Well, we all know that that's opinion. If something can be true for me but not true for you, it's not truth. I mean, that's very clear. We all know that because God put it in us. But the problem is most people don't say it like that. But that's what they mean. So I hope this helps. I do think I have a way to deliver some more examples of this method to you guys in more palatable chunks, but I'm not going to include this in the Bible study because, I have one video down and I'm already getting distracted and kind of, veering off the rails. So I'm going to stay focused, going to do the Bible study, and, love presuppositional apologetics. And if you want to learn about them, check out those resources that I was talking about. And Christians, if you're spending more time trying to win people to your theological position than you are trying to win the lost to Christ, you need to check your priorities. Love you guys. Bye.